So I was looking around. I wanted a glass dome for some of my projects, and I was looking at the prices, and they ain't cheap. So I got to thinking, I have glass. I have wood coasters. Maybe. So I got one of my glasses. This will be perfect. I got this coaster. Nah, you won't need it. And let's see what we can do. Alright, we got our items gathered. We got the coaster and we got the glass. It's just a regular drinking glass, and we just flip it upside down, and ta-da! There's your glass dome. Easy as that. And much, much cheaper. But we can't just leave it like that. We have to decorate it. So I gathered a whole bunch of things. I took some knobs off of an old dresser that we don't need anymore, and some beads and other whatnots, and we'll try to make a glass dome ourselves. A prettier one too. Now I mainly wanted these because I make these beaded roses, and I was thinking, what am I gonna do with them? And I thought I need to do like a Beauty and the Beast kind of display, but a little different. So I got some different wood pieces to maybe put it in. I'll think of something. I think I might end up putting it in the little pot. So once I decided I'm going to do this little guy, we got to make it sparkly. So I got some gold paint, and let's go ahead and paint it. And ta-da! Very nice. I think it needs a little bit extra something though. So I think I'm gonna do a pink line all the way around. I did end up changing my mind after that too. So I got this far and I thought, nope, not special enough. So I got this gold bead chain stuff. I think I'll put that around. We want this a little more Victorian, little fancy. So I just cut it to length and I'm going to glue it around. Alright, we got the little pot done, and eventually we got to put the flower in it, but we're going to set this aside to dry for now, and we're going to decorate the little glass so it doesn't look like just a drinking glass turned upside down. So to do that, I got this fancy little rhinestone ribbon stuff, and I think this is going to be perfect to go around the bottom. Very pretty. But I think it's a little too wide, so I think I'm going to cut it down a little bit. There we go. That's better. I mean, we like bling, but we don't want bling all the way up. We want to be able to see the thing inside, right? So I'm just going to glue this all along the bottom. I'm using E6000 for this. It's probably the strongest glue I have worked with, and I'm figuring if I use my regular alcohol glue, which is kind of like a super glue, doesn't stick well to glass, plus it sometimes changes the color of the glass and rhinestones with the chemical reaction. So this one I've always had good luck with, so there we go. Plus we don't want it to fall off once we get this all going. And I figured it just needed a little bit something extra, and I had some more of this beaded chain stuff, so why not use it? Ta-da! Very nice. The only problem with using the E6000, it's pretty stinky, so make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. And I'm also going to put kind of a faux knob at the top, so I'm going to use a button. I have a whole jar of them. You can see them way in the back there. And I did kind of scratch up the top a little bit. You didn't see that, but I put a couple little scratches just so that the glue has something to grab. And then I'm just going to glue my other little knob. And there you go. It's already looking like one of those fancy little, they call it a cloche. Alright, we got our cute little pot. Now we got to figure out how we're going to stick the flower in it. And if you remember, I have a whole bunch of this leftover weird clay from the last project I just did. So let's use that. I'm all about recycling, right? And this can't be any easier. I'm just gonna smush it around and smush it into the pot there. Just like that. And this is just what I'm using it for. You really could put anything you want under this dome. But hey, might as well show you how it's gonna look with something inside. And then it's a little too plain, so I have to moss. I have to use my moss. I put it everywhere. I'm just going to shred it up because this moss that I have is really long and stringy. We don't want that. So I'm going to make a little short little pieces and then just glue it to the top. Alright, we're getting close to putting this together. So we got our bottom little coaster, and we got the item that we want to put in there. And I used the strong glue for this one too, because I don't want to tip it over and everything falls over. It's kind of tricky to rearrange the inside when it's all glued to the outside. I am going to make this so it's one solid piece, so you don't pick up the glass at all. And then you just put the glass over. You could leave it like this so you could pick it up and reveal the item inside. I just want it fully enclosed. But of course, I can't leave it just like that. I think it needs just a little bit of moss at the bottom. The fun part is filling these up. The glass dome, easy peasy, and you could get as creative as you want. You could put little butterflies in there on stands, dolls, whatever you want. I just happen to be doing my little flower here. Ta-da! And make sure, if you do it the way that I do it, make sure whatever you're putting on the inside is exactly perfect the way you want it, and before you glue the glass down. And there you go. You got a easy DIY glass dome to display whatever you want. I hope this sparked some creativity in you. And if you like it, go ahead and give that a thumbs up. And we'll think of some more projects that we can do with stuff around the house, right? See you in the next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye!